Pandolfo for Team FAB-Racing starting his last lap. Sam Clowes obviously dropped back a little bit. We thought he was quite competitive early. He's just dropped back. The gap is now 1.3 seconds coming through the final few corners. Through now, we see him coming through turn 4 and turn 5 now in that beautiful baby blue bike. This rider is incredibly talented and indeed has won both races last time out of Ello Park. And coming round the final corner to take the win, one more win added to his book, it will be Marco Pandolfo for Team FAB-Racing, who wins the first race of the Moto Team Championship. What a great race there, is he?
Absolute brilliant stuff we saw from Marco Pandolfo there on the open bike. In second place, we had Sam Clowes also running on an open, his first race back here at FAB after taking a break, and a brilliant performance from him there. Brilliant stuff we saw from Sam Clowes. In our third position, coming across the line, we have Ian Jackson, who is running a Moto Team standard. Fourth, we had Phil Mapplebeck on an open. Brilliant performance. All these guys running on both the open standard, very close to each other. Not much of a difference in times for them all together. A brilliant performance from everybody in the Moto Team today. Unfortunate for Darren Anderson, who was running in third when he had that off and could not finish the race, but brilliant performance from our top runners and all of those involved. Marco Pandolfo has been absolutely amazing so far this season, winning last time we were at Ella Park and winning when we were at Lyd also. He has had a brilliant start to his season so far with us at FAB-Racing. Performance from them has been amazing. Marco Pandolfo, brilliant stuff from him.
Lovely stuff. So yeah, another race win for him there. He is currently first in the championship, or last time out coming into this, with a lead of 30 points. He is in the lead with 110 points from second place of Mason Frederick with 80 points, and Riley Paisley is in P3. So a fantastic race there. It was a very enjoyable race. Obviously some drama that we saw as well. We're very glad that Darren Anderson is all right. He got immediately up after that. And yeah.
Coming up now and coming out onto track, we have the first race for the Mini GP 50 here at Hooton Park. As they're making their way around to the grid, let's give you a little rundown on who's starting where. In pole position, we have the number 64, Sebastian Gazlowski, Super Seb. In second, we have the 991 of Rex Austin. Third, we have the number 5 of Mason Frederick. In fourth, we have the 22 of Jensen Ansel. Fifth, we have the 96 of Kaylin Ratcliffe. In sixth, we have the number 8 of Tommy Keats. Seventh, we have the 31 of Emilio Pereira. In eighth, we have the 127 of Daisy Polden. Ninth, we have the number 20, Kai Hawken. 10th, we have the number 30, Josh Perkins. 11th, running on the 57 is Bo Morris. 12th, we have the 17 of Riley Paisley. 13th, we have the 83 of Harry James. 14th, the 82 of Bojan Blajeski. 15th, we have the number 93, Preston Baker. 16th, the 115 of Seth Hayward. 17th, we have the Callum Maxwell on the 111. 18th, we have the 128 of Oliver Wilson. And rounding out the grid, starting in 19th position on our 10th row, is the 71 of Bradley Curtis. Once again, a big grid for these guys running on the Mini GP 50. One of our bigger ones, sponsored by King's Two Wheels Centre, is this race for the Mini GP 50. Let's see what happens with these guys. A lot of these guys also racing in the Mini GP 50R that we saw earlier. Will be interesting to see what happens for these guys here. Do not forget, if you are watching, that this is the road to Moto GP. This is where you begin if you want to end up racing for a living. Brilliant stuff we have seen so far from these guys this weekend here at Hooton Park. Grid is just waiting to be cleared now of parents and marshals. Everybody is moved off, just waiting now. Lee telling everybody to hold, look to the lights, and let's wait and see what happens. We are waiting now for this race to begin, and it's lights on, lights off. We are racing for the Mini GP50 here at Hooton Park. Taking the lead from Super Seb is a 991 of Rex Austin. A very clean start from him, and took that as he came into the first corner. Following him in second is Super Seb on the number 64. The start of this race, like last race, what is under investigation, unfortunately, but our front runners currently are the 991 of Rex Austin and the 64 of Sebastian Gazlowski. Everybody running out quite close together in our top runners at the moment. Top 5 all close together. But here we are. We see Sebastian Gazlowski looking to make a move on the inside of Rex Austin. That is Super Seb, the number 64, running off the track, losing a bunch of positions there. 991 of Rex Austin holding on to that first place. Wonder what happened there for Super Seb.
Yeah, absolutely. A very rare mistake there. It's not going the way that Gazlowski would want. Obviously, losing the start off the line to Rex Austin, who had a fantastic start, and then at the final corner just went a little wide, but he did very well to ride on the grass there and keep it on 2 wheels. So he's still in this race. He's gone to P6, and that is the number 20 of Kai Hawken. Another 3-second penalty for him for the start under investigation. He was under investigation earlier in the other race as well, but he will have another penalty for this race. But it's okay. There's plenty more races for him to improve his start on there. So we're watching all these bikes come through here. That is the number 127 of Daisy Polden, obviously big sister to Savannah Polden, who's racing in the smaller classes this weekend. So a couple of bikes going 2 by 2 on there. One gets sent on the inside there. There's a whole gaggle of bikes left, right and centre, but that is Gazlowski, who will be filled with rage after that mistake he tried in trying to overtake Rex Austin, as he now comes through the right, left, right section for the last corner. So currently leading is Rex Austin and Jensen Ansel in P2. The number 5 of Mason Frederick is in P3, with Kalen Ratcliffe in P4, and Gazlowski moving himself past Emilio Pereira up to P5. Pereira is in 6. Daisy Polden having a great weekend so far in P7. Tommy Keats in P8. Josh Perkins P9, and Bradley Curtis in P10. As we can see, a send down on the inside for the number 71 of Bradley Curtis. A fantastic move there on the inside of the hairpin bend. There's Daisy Polden having a great weekend, as I said a couple of moments ago. She's now under pressure from Tommy Keats and Josh Perkins as well. There's a whole gaggle of cars coming around the final, bikes even coming around the final corner to start one of the laps, which means we have 7 laps to go, as we see the whole gaggle of cars getting moved around. Sebastian Gazlowski goes to stays in P5 and has the best lap time of a 41.249.
Yeah, like Alex was saying, 7 laps left to go of the first race for the Mini GP50 here at Hooton Park. Daisy Polden there, holding on to her position. I do believe she is making moves, or has just lost a place, unfortunately, to the number 8 of Tommy Keats. Unfortunate there for Daisy, but brilliant racing we are seeing from these guys in the midfield. They are all very tightly grouped together. We have got the number 8 of Tommy Keats leading in 7th, ahead of Daisy Polden in 8th, Bradley Curtis in 9th, and Josh Perkins in 10th. A brilliant performance we are seeing from here, guys, there. We are looking at Daisy Polden here. Someone was just looking to make a move on her, potentially. Maybe not. They have just held off. 6 laps of racing left to go. Brilliant performance we are seeing from all of these guys in the Mini GP50 Race 1 here at Hooton Park. This is our group here, our midfield group. Just moving past some back runners there, clearing those out of the way so they can get racing again. Sebastian Gazlowski, though, with 5 laps left to go, has set another fastest lap of 40.924, still running in 5th position currently, but has a 0.2 second gap to Kalen Ratcliffe ahead of him. He is going to be hunting down that number 96 to try and take that 4th position away. But running in first still is the 991 of Rex Austin. A very good start from him, taking that away, that first position away from Sebastian Gazlowski, and has held onto it for the duration of this race. Brilliant stuff there we have just seen from the 71 of Bradley Curtis, who has just made a move on Daisy Polden. Daisy Polden, though, this year being supported by House of Moto, supporting all our female riders in the FAB-Racing Championship. Brilliant stuff we are seeing there. All the support for our ladies racing with us here. Here we still see our middle pack with 4 laps left to go. But I am seeing on my screen that Sebastian Gazlowski has made a move on Caelan Ratcliffe and has took that 4th position with just 4 laps left to go. He is going to be hunting that 3rd place on the podium. A brilliant performance we are seeing from him here at Hooton Park. He had a bit of a struggle at the start, but has collected himself once again, and he's making his way back up through the positions, back up towards those podium spots.
Yeah, absolutely. A great race so far. 3 laps to go in this race. Gazlowski making moves and going back up to 4th position on that number 64 bike after having a bit of a bad start to the races. We're now seeing, I believe, some back markers getting overtaken as we see some bikes moving left and right. All that is going to be the 991 of our race leader, Rex Austin. Obviously got slightly, well, he was under attack from Gazlowski earlier before in this corner, actually, when Gazlowski went off. So quite a few rare mistakes there from Gazlowski, but he's doing a brilliant job so far to bring it back up to 4th position. Never mind, actually, he's just got back up into the podium places after going down to about 6th or 7th places. So he's having a great weekend considering that start. Now 991 of Rex Austin still leads this race, coming through some of the back markers now. The gap to 2nd place, who is Jensen Ansel, is 2.2 seconds at the minute, who's only got a second back to Gazlowski. So Gazlowski is only really 3.2 seconds off the lead, but I think that'll be quite hard to get the race win now with 2 laps to go in this race. It's going to be a great end to this race. Rex Austin crosses the line for the last, well, the second to last time. We're now on the last lap of this race for the first race of the Mini GP50 standard, sponsored by King's 2 Wheel Centre. Coming now round, a great performance by this rider, getting the start right and getting the lead in the first corner and off the line. It's been a great performance by this rider, this young rider of Rex Austin. So he's about to win this race, coming through the right-hander in the final corner, and for the first time this weekend it will be Rex Austin who wins the first race of the Mini GP50 Championship here for round 3 at Hooton Park. Jensen Ansel takes a brilliant second place and a fantastic recovery drive, or ride I should say, from Sebastian Gazlowski, who finishes P3. Mason Frederick is in P4, Caelan Ratcliffe in P5, Tommy Keats in P6, Emilio Pereira in P7, Bradley Curtis in P8, and a top 10 finish for Daisy Polden in P9 as well. Great performance by her, and Josh Perkins rounds out the top 10. Then we've got Riley Paisley in P11, Kai Hawkin with that penalty will finish P12, Bo Morris finishes P13, Seth Hayward P14, and Bojan Blazewski in P15, Harry James in P16, Callum Maxwell in P17, Preston Baker in P18, and Oliver Wilson in P19. I tell you what, that was a great race, wasn't it? I mean, Gazlowski's comeback ride there was pretty good.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from Sebastian Gazlowski in that race. He lost that first position at the beginning of the race to Rex Austin, had that little off, had to rejoin quite a few places down, but he has just got his head down this race and brilliantly is worked his way back up to finish this race in third position. A super performance there from Sebastian Gazlowski. Is not going to be what he'd hoped for, but he's still on that podium. But Rex Austin, however, on that 991 has performed absolutely brilliantly. I do believe this was his first race win this season of racing for the Mini GP50. Next up, we have the one everybody is waiting for, the Mini GP70. On the road to MotoGP, this is where you want to be here at FAB-Racing. Mini GP70 coming out onto the grid, onto the track now, ready to form their grid. Let's have a look who is starting this race with us today. On a pole position, we have that number 15 of Harrison Day. In second place, we have the number 7 of Logan Cousins. Third, we have the 77 of Taylor Tomlinson. Fourth, we have the number 4 of Travis Shaw. Fifth, we have the 47 of Matthew Thomas. Sixth, we have the 36 of Leo Soliu. Seventh, we have the number 12 of Archie Hooper. Eight, we have the number 11 of Taylor Davis. And rounding out our grid, starting in ninth position, we have the number 50 of Josh Wood. Just 9 riders in this Mini GP70 race for them today, but it is going to be some brilliant stuff from them. Here they are, making their way to the grid now.
Yeah, absolutely. As per usual, Harrison Day on the 15 beautiful pink bike will start on pole, and Logan Cousins alongside him, which is going to be a fantastic start. You know, the number 15 and the number 7 of Logan Cousins do have quite a rivalry this year. Obviously, Harrison Day winning every race and getting all the fastest laps at Lid, and then also getting a race, 2 race wins at Ella Park. So it's only actually 1 race that he hasn't won this year in the Mini GP70 class, proving that he is an absolutely excellent riders. But Logan Cousins, if he gets a good start, and as we've seen sort of Harrison Day, we've seen obviously Gazlowski in the previous race, he didn't have the best of starts there, but it will be visors to the lights, for the lights on and it's lights set, and away we go. Here, Harrison Day caped the lead from the start. A great start from Logan Cousins there as we go side by side. A great start there for Harrison Day and Logan Cousins. Everyone gets through the first couple of corners nice and cleanly, but Logan Cousins will want to take that first place and first position away from Harrison Day. As we see, Taylor Tomlinson as well, I think he's dropped a position to Travis Shaw, on that, as this is the premier class of racing, the Mini GP70 series, sponsored by LS2 helmets this year and has been for the past couple of years. Fantastic to have them. And the number 15 is now under attack from the number 7, but more importantly, Travis Shaw has obviously got past Taylor Tomlinson and is now on the attack on that number 7 Logan Cousins, which we've seen a couple of times already today, but never mind, he's under attack from Matthew Thomas as well, and Taylor Tomlinson, I believe, as well. So Travis Shaw on the back of Logan Cousins. Harrison Day sets the fastest lap on that first lap, but only by about 300ths of a second. The number 7 of Logan Cousins trying everything he can. He's trying to get defensive now, but if Travis Shaw can get a good run and a good exit out of this corner, he might have him down the back straight or the over the start finish straight. Is he going to be able to make a move into the first corner? No, he's not. He's just a little bit behind there, as some of the riders like to use a bit of runoff at the first corner there, but he has gone a little deep, opening the door for Travis Shaw. Is he going to send it on the inside of the hairpin? No, he's not, but if he does, Taylor Tomlinson is there to capitalise as well. The number 4, Travis Shaw, going this way and that way, and Logan Cousins trying to make his way through, but as I say that, he's dropped back a slight amount, and Taylor Tomlinson is on the back of him.
Absolutely, you are right there, Alex. These guys all day today in their races have been battling. It is these 3, the number 7 of Logan Cousins running in second, the number 4 of Travis Shaw in third, and the number 77 of Taylor Tomlinson in fourth. The battle between these guys for that second place, for that podium spot, has been tense already so far this race. Travis Shaw, that number 4, hot on the back of Logan Cousins, that number 7, who is running in second position, consistently looking to make a move, wanting to take that position away from Logan Cousins. But Logan Cousins on the defensive throughout every one of these corners, takes that defensive line, doesn't want to allow Travis Shaw to get through. We have got 9 laps left to go, just about to be 8 laps left to go, and it is Harrison Day leading this race. The number 7 of Logan Cousins running in second. The 4 of Travis Shaw just was looking to make that move there, but unfortunately couldn't quite get enough out of his bike to do it. He's on that throttle on these back straights, looking to get as close to touching nearly wheel with Logan Cousins and fight to get that second position. But Taylor Tomlinson Tomlinson at the back of all this, fighting as well for himself to try and get that third position, hoping that if these two get themselves a little bit caught in battle, he can get through and actually take second position. He's on the back of these guys, hoping that something will happen between these two that he can capitalise on.
Yeah, absolutely. These three riders are absolutely nose to tail in every race that they've been in so far, and it doesn't look like that's going to change any time soon. Also, shout out to Josh Wood as well, who this is his first race weekend as well. He's currently 9th, but this is his first ever race. His dad, Les Wood, was a championship winner on bikes in the 90s, and his granddad, Nigel Rollinson, was actually an Isle of Man TT sidecar winner in 1986. How about that? Which is fantastic for him. But the battle that we are currently watching is this battle of Logan Cousins, Travis Shaw and Taylor Tomlinson, as per usual. And as per usual, the number 4 is trying to go on the attack into turn 1. It's just not working for him. But Taylor Tomlinson, P4, so far we can see him on screen there. He's in the white and red bike. I think it's quite a Hesketh looking bike if any of you are Formula 1 fans from the 70s, which is great fun. It's a nice little throwback there. As we now see, he is trying to chase Travis Shaw and Logan Cousins going through, but it looks like Logan Cousins has actually gained a couple of tenths there on Travis Shaw, but he's going to have to try and find a different way of riding this bike, is Travis Shaw. This is actually Matthew Thomas on the back of this as well. Matthew Thomas has now gained on to the back of this 3 battle as well. So these 3 have been battling, and that Welsh-looking bike as well looks fantastic. And he is now on the back of these 3. So while these 3 have been battling, we've now got the 47 of Matthew Thomas as well joining this scrap as well. We've now got a 4-bike fight at the minute for second place. So these 2 front cars, the blue and the black bike, are currently P2 and 3, but it's going to be Taylor Tomlinson in the white and red and Matthew Thomas in the Welsh on the Welsh bike as well, looking to get a podium as well in this race, as the sun has just started shining as well, which is fantastic. The horrible nasty dark clouds are moving away, and it looks like he's just going to have to try a couple of different lines, is Travis Shaw. Maybe try in the last corner. He's going to have to maybe go slower in and then quicker out, maybe that might catch the number 7 off guard. But as I say that, going into the hairpin of turn 3, he's so close, and he's actually got the switchback. He's got the switchback on Logan Cousins, but is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. The number 4 finally, just as I was saying, he needs to try something different. He does, and he goes up into P2, but the switchback is trying to get back. Logan Cousins is trying to get that switchback on Travis Shaw to get P2 back. These 2 bikers really are putting on a show, but Taylor Tomlinson as well is now on the back of Travis Shaw, trying to send one on the inside of turn 1. It's not going to work on that particular occasion, but Matthew Thomas is on the back of the white bike, the number 77, the 47 on the back of 77, and the 47 is trying to go around the outside of 77 to get the switchback. No, he's staying on the outside. Is he still there? No, he's not. He's just had to drop back, coming into turn 4 and turn 5. Now the left-hander now coming into the chicane. They are absolutely wheel to wheel. This is spectacular to watch. The 47 now on the back of the 77 round the final corner with 2 laps to go in this race. It's absolutely sensational racing, Izzy.
It is indeed, Alex. What a brilliant performance, though, we saw there from the number 4 of Travis Shaw when he made that move on the number 7 of Logan Cousins. And now we have got the 77 of Taylor Tomlinson. On the inside of Logan Cousins, and he does it. He takes that position. Has he, though? Is he going to keep a hold of it? Yes, he has. We've also got the 47 looking to make a move past the 7 of Logan Cousins. This is brilliant racing we are seeing from these guys in the first race for the Mini GP70. Just 2 laps left to go. These guys have been bunched up all race. Now running in second is Travis Shaw, and in third we have got Taylor Tomlinson. The number 7 of Logan Cousins now all the way down in fourth. Hot on his tail, though, is the 47 of Matthew Thomas. These guys have been absolutely brilliant. We are on our last lap of the first race for the Mini GP70s. There is our race leader on our screens, Harrison Day. Got that off the start, has got a 3.967, almost 4 seconds lead ahead of everybody else in this race. He got that lead, kept on to that pole position and has absolutely beautifully held it throughout. We are coming now into that last corner, and crossing the line in first position is Harrison Day. You saw the little shake of his head there, absolutely thrilled of himself. Who's finished second though? It was the number 4 of Travis Shaw. In third position was Taylor Tomlinson. In fourth was Matthew Thomas. He managed to get the move on Logan Cousins, who has ended up in fifth. An absolute brilliant race from all of these guys here in the Mini GP 70. The place you want to be on the road to MotoGP here at FAB Racing. There we can see Harrison Day there having a little celebration. He's absolutely thrilled with himself to have done this in the Mini GP 70 after his performance earlier today. Brilliant performance from him. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, that was some of the most enjoyable racing. Do you know what? Some of the cleanest racing ever as well. You know, usually when you're watching car racing, there's a little bit of bumper to bumper, but here, you just can't do that. These kids can race so cleanly between these two. It's fantastic racing. And so the final results of that, Harrison Day, who had quite a quiet race actually there, wins by 3.5 seconds from the battle of the 4 bikes. Travis Shaw in P2 and Taylor Tomlinson rounds out the podium in P3. Matthew Thomas just missed out on a podium there in 4th position, with Logan Cousins in P5, losing, I believe, a position or a few positions there on the last lap. Leo Sidaloo in P6, Archie Hooper in P7, Taylor Davis in P8, and rounding out for his first ever race is Josh Wood.
Coming up now is our last race of today, race number 1 for the Pit Bike 140s. We see these guys now coming out onto track. Let's have a run through of our starting grid. On pole position, we have Richard Holmes Williams. In second place, we have Harrison Quincy. Third, we have Jamie King. Fourth, Chris Wells. Fifth, Simon Gates. Sixth, Darren Anderson. 7th, Keaton Payne. 8th, Finley Cottenham. 9th, Dave Cook. 10th, Bailey Lawrence. 11th, Aidan Walker. 12th, Daniel Gilbert. 13th, Rory Jones. 14th, Robert Leveridge. 15th, Ivano Di Francesco. And 16th, Mario Jelly. Absolute brilliant lot of racing we're going to be seeing here from these guys. Our guys on the second row, Jamie King and Chris Wells, best friends, good friends, but having a bit of a battle this season, these two have been, and it's been brilliant to watch so far. At Lyd, Chris Wells took 2 of the race wins. Jamie King took the last race win. At Ella Park, though, Richard Holmes Williams took the win in both races, with Jamie King coming second in both, but Chris Wells coming third in only one. It will be a brilliant lot of racing we're going to be seeing for these guys today in their first race here at Hooton Park. Let's see what's going to happen. There we can see to the left of our screen, race lead pole position holder Richard Holmes Williams. To the right of our screen, we see second position start Harrison Quincy on that 7.55. Just someone there just coming off of the grid onto the grass. We'll have to see what happens there. We've also got someone to the right of our screen struggling, it looks like, to actually get their bike to start there. That is the 1.76. He is off, no longer starting this race. Who is that there? We will have to see. That is the 1.72 of Simon Gates. Looks like he will not be starting this race either. Little bit of a delayed start for these guys. Oh no, he's made his way to the grid. Perhaps he got his bike sorted. Jamie King, we can see, stood off of his bike at the moment. That is the 1.76 coming back out on track. We will have to see what's going on here, where everybody's... Let's look forward to a great race between these guys. Just waiting for the final person to come round and get their position on the track. Then we will be going racing for all these guys on the Pit Bike 140s. Always fun to watch these guys when they are racing. Brilliant performance from these guys in their races so far this season. I absolutely love the Pit Bikes.
Yeah, they are an incredible series to watch. They are great fun as well, as we see Lee walking down to the front of the grid to get this race started. This is Simon Clowes' sister as well, which is fantastic. So everyone, as you see all the riders getting ready for the final race of the day, all the visors are down, but the visors will be up at the lights, as we now see visors up at the lights. And it will be waiting for the red lights to go out. The red lights are on, and it's go. A great start. Almost a bit of a wheelie there from the 1-2-6 of Holmes Williams there, but he's had a terrible start. He's down to P3, as we now see him move to the outside there of turn 1. Some fantastic action on the first corner there, but that is going to be the 755 of Harrison Quincy getting a tremendous start there, as we now see Holmes Williams making his way back up to second. He is going to be driving with some red mist, trying to make up for that mistake in the first couple of corners, or I should say before even the first corner happened. So we now see these riders coming through on the PB140s. They're going to want to get this done as quick as possible, as it's the last race of the day, so they can put the feet up after the race. But right now they are fully in force. It is going to be Quincy who takes the fastest lap on that, from Holmes Williams and Wells and Kings and Gates round the 5.
Absolutely brilliant stuff on that first lap. Here we see Holmes Williams and Quincy neck and neck. Holmes Williams makes the move down the inside and takes that race lead away from Harrison Quincy. Absolutely brilliant stuff we are seeing there from these guys. A brilliant performance. Richard Holmes Williams now leading this race. Brilliant stuff. Harrison Quincy, one of our younger riders, still running in second. Hot on his tail is Chris Wells in third. Running behind Chris Wells in fourth is Jamie King. It's going to be an interesting battle between these two for third position. But Richard Holmes Williams comes across, 10 laps left to go, sets our fastest time of 42.189. He's building a gap now. He had that bit of a rough start, made his way back through everybody else, got back a hold of that first position, and he's now just building his gap ahead of the others, a 0.5 second gap ahead of Harrison Quincy. But brilliant performance we are seeing from everybody so far in this race for the Pit Bike 140s. There on our screens we see the third place runner Chris Wells and fourth place runner Jamie King, the Pit Bike Sonic as he calls himself, battling between each other to get that third position. A brilliant performance from everybody so far. Chris Wells gaining on Harrison Quincy just a little bit, going to look to make a bit of a move.
And Chris Wells, P2 in the championship, but he is currently ahead of Jamie King. This battle between Chris Wells and Jamie King is hotting up. Look at this. To the left, to the right. Oh, a bit of a moment mid-corner there for Jamie King, who have lost a couple of tenths of a second to the 62 of Chris Wells there. As we said, the blue Sonic with the helmet and the suit and everything. It's a fantastic looking suit, which is fantastic to watch. It's very entertaining to watch. But as we look at the 62 on the back of Harrison Quincy, obviously Holmes Williams takes the lead after having quite a rough start, but he's already gained 1.4 seconds on Quincy in second place. But Chris Wells wants to get that second place.
He does indeed. Chris Wells is going to be hunting down Harrison Quincy for that second position. We can see now along that back straight, he is hot on his tail. Jamie King looking to get himself involved as well. Brilliant performance we are seeing from these guys today. Harrison Quincy holding on to that second place after losing first to Richard Holmes Williams, but he has got that second position and is quite comfortably holding on to it, although Chris Wells is hunting him down. Chris Wells pushing his bike, trying to get everything he can from it to try and make a move on Harrison Quincy. Getting very close through those corners, bunching up to him, nearly wheel and wheel, but then in the straight, Harrison Quincy gets on the throttle and gets a bit more of a gap going again. But these guys, look at this. Jamie King still looking to get a try, but Chris Wells has got a bit of a gap now. Chris Wells literally wheel and wheel with Harrison Quincy, was looking to make a move off the inside, couldn't quite get it, then down that back straight. Coming into that infield section now, Harrison Quincy holding on to his lead in front of Chris Wells in second position.
Absolutely. This battle between Wells and King is hotting up fantastically so, but even more so, it's Wells on the back of Quincy, and it's going to be absolutely sensational. So we're hearing that one of the riders in this race, Rory Jones, doesn't have a working transponder in this race, so I think it's more of it's just going to be, he's not going to be classified in this race. He won't be in the race. But we're looking now, 76 of Jamie King on the back of Chris Wells. Oh, they are absolutely wheel to wheel for this last race of the day. Also looks like Darren Anderson has had another rotten race. I think he retired a couple of laps ago as well, just going and pulling over to the side of the circuit. But the battle for second is hotting up even more. These three riders is literally the fight for second place. The gap, believe it or not, these three riders is 0.3 of a second, and I hesitate to say it might even be less than that going over the line now. And it's going to be a send to the inside, but he's backed out at the last minute as Jamie King, as we come by some traffic as well. Oh, that was such a near send there on the inside of turn one, is he?
Absolutely, it was just 5 laps left to go. They're just making their way. They've got past those back markers now. Harrison Quincy holding on to that second position, being hunted down by Chris Wells in third. Look, there he is, the 755 of Harrison Quincy in second, but look at how close Chris Wells and Jamie King are to catching up with him. This is a three-way battle for our second position. 5 laps left to go in the first race for the Pit Bike 140s this weekend. They're coming around now that last corner. There is our race leader, Richard Holmes-Williams, just going to make his way through some back markers there. Chris Wells, though, very closely looking to get that move on Harrison Quincy. There is our race leader, the 126 in his green, coming past some back markers there, getting it ready, holding on to that first position absolutely brilliantly. But our battle for second position has been amazing so far. Just 4 laps left to go for the PB 140s in this first race here at Hooton Park. Here we are. See, look at this. All of our runners getting past all these back markers here. Harrison Quincy has still held on to that second position. Chris Wells, though, has gained on him and he's closing down, wanting that second position from Harrison Quincy. Jamie King running in fourth has got catching right back up with them as well. Just 3 laps left to go here at Hooton Park in this last race of the day. The first race, however, for the Pit Bike 140s.
Absolutely, and the last race of the day always provides good racing, just like we're seeing now with the 76 of Jamie King still chasing down Chris Wells. 3 laps to go in this race. The gap is coming down. It gained a little bit on that last lap, but these have absolutely made sure that that is not the case on this lap, as the gap is now only a couple of tenths of a second between 3 bikes. The 755 Harrison Quincy is coming around to start the second to last bike for him, and it looks like they're going side by side. That's Jamie King by Chris Wells. He's going to try and send it, but he's got to back out at the last minute. Going into turn 2, can he make any move there? No, he can't, but now we have the straight going into the hairpin of turn 3. He's going to be able to get the slipstream. He moves to the right, but he's going to have to go back to the left and try and get a better exit rather than go a bit wilder, go a little bit wider there. So the battle for second place is 62 there. Oh, there's some back markers here getting in the way there. Oh, crikey Moses, no blue flags at FAB. The leaders have got to navigate themselves through the grid of bikes even on the last lap. So now for the final lap of today's Saturday, Richard Holmes-Williams starts, which has been a terrific performance for him today. Obviously not having the best of starts, but he's certainly having a great finish. The battle between Quincy, Wells and King still battles on, coming round into the final turn 3 of this race. The final turn 4 now. Is anyone going to make a last lap send? Let's have a look. The number 76 trying to gain on the 62, but if anything, the 62 is actually closer to Harrison Quincy in second place. Is anyone going to send it down the inside? Holmes-Williams is going to win this race on the bikes, but who is going to gain second? It's going to be neck and neck towards the line. Who is going to win? It's going to be Holmes-Williams from Harrison Quincy, Chris Wells in third, and taking the fastest lap on the last lap will be Jamie King in fourth. Wow, what a race!
That was absolutely fantastic from these guys in the Pit Bike 140. Richard Holmes-Williams, a bit of a rough start for him, but he worked past everybody, got back to first position. A reminder, everyone, we've got another 2 races for these guys tomorrow, as we have for everyone else. What brilliant action we have just seen in race 1. Their first race here at a new circuit. It'll be amazing to see what happens tomorrow for these guys in their second and third races. Harrison Quincy did amazingly, holding on to that second position. Let's just run through our full result. In first place, we had Richard Holmes Williams. Second place, we had Harrison Quincy. Third, we had Chris Wells. Fourth, Jamie King, who set the fastest lap. Fifth, Simon Gates. Sixth, Keaton Payne. Seventh, Finley Cottenham. Eighth, Bailey Lawrence. Ninth, Daniel Gilbert. 10th, Aidan Walker. 11th, Dave Cook. 12th, Ivano DeFranco. 13th, Robert Leveridge. 14th, Mario Jelly. And did not finish this race, unfortunately, again, was the 56 of Darren Anderson. But a brilliant performance we have seen from everybody racing today, especially these guys in the pit bike 140. Amazing action to end our day of racing here at Hooton Park.
Yeah, what a fantastic day of racing. I mean, obviously, this is the first time that we have come to Hooton Park, and it has absolutely provided a fantastic racing, just as we expect. You know, in the PB 140s just there, it has been a fantastic battle, and also in the GP70s as well. We've always had three bikes that are constantly at the sort of sharp end, fighting with each other. But we will be back tomorrow with another full day of racing. It'll be everything that you've seen today, but another 2 races from each of the championships, and it's going to be fantastic racing. So thank you very much for tuning in to the Saturday coverage today, and thank you to all of the marshals and the medics as well. It's been a quiet day for both of them, which is I don't think they're going to complain having a quiet day. But thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. I've been Alex Rizzoli Panagiotis Lambropoulos, joined by Izzy, and what a fantastic day. Izzy, any final words?
No, just thank you everybody so much for watching and joining us today. Do not forget to comment, like, subscribe to all of our channels, follow everybody's social media pages, us here at Motorsport Radio and those at FAB-Racing. We will see you tomorrow for another day of brilliant racing.
On the road to MotoGP.
1, 2, 3.
FAB-Racing Minibikes British Championship.